Hello all, this is Ultimate Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at Robots in Disguise Windblade. Let's take a look at the package real quick. You can see a picture of her in her vehicle mode and in her robot mode. If you turn it over here to the side, you see another picture of her in her robot mode. And if you turn it to the back, you see that she transforms in 7 steps. You see the transformation there. See a picture of her vehicle mode and her robot mode, and that she works with Minicon weaponizers. And if you look down here, it shows that she can be scanned for the app, so she can be played in the game. Other than that, there's not a lot to show here on the box. So I'm going to go ahead and get her opened up, and we can take a look and see what we've got. Okay, so here we have Windblade opened up and out of the packaging, and she's in her vehicle mode. Now, I do like the vehicle mode. I mean, it looks great. It has the blades. Actually, I have them flipped over right now, but you can turn these forward. You can have them down. You can have them up, however you want. And she looks good. I mean, one thing that I do kind of have a problem with in her vehicle mode are the arms. I mean, they basically did not try to hide them at all. And I know we've seen this plenty of time with Hasbro. The arms are showing a lot, but usually they're tucked under or something to where you can kind of hide them from the top or maybe from the side. On this one, I mean, she shows in every angle, pretty much. You can see the arms. So that was a bit of a disappointment to me, because I really do like the design and look at this, and I wish they could have done something just a little bit more with the arms. Like maybe even, I don't know, find a way to tuck the hands in or something just to at least show that they tried to do something with the arms. But other than that, I mean, it does look great. Here it is from the back, from the side, from the front, and let's pull this camera back a little bit, and from the top again. So yeah, I mean, she looks great. The vehicle mode looks awesome. She does have weapon storage on her vehicle mode. And here is her weapon. As a matter of fact, let's just take a look at it right now. That's the case for the sword. The sword does come out. It's just a plain black sword. It looks a little different from the one from her previous version, which had a lot more color to it. From the Thrilling 30 version of herself where it had some color. This one, they didn't really add any color to it at all. But she does have the sword. It can come out of the hilt. And if you want to store it, you can. There is a spot right here in the legs where you just tuck it right in. To do that, before I tuck in the landing gear, she does have landing gear. So you can put her down like that and looks great. But you have to, if you want to store the sword, you need to close that landing gear up, and you can stick it right in there. And it does store. It does look pretty big, you know, and she doesn't balance very well. Even though what I do like is that on the sword here at the bottom, you see that it has kind of a built-in sort of landing gear there. So it still looks like she has some sort of landing gear, but sword storage isn't the greatest one for her. So I'm going to take that out. And just for a quick comparison, I'm going to compare her to her Thrilling 30 Windblade. And here she is. And they both look nice. Let me pull out her landing gear. I mean, they both look nice. And honestly, I really like the way she turned out. In a lot of ways, I could actually say that I like this mold for her even a little better than her original. So it's a lot. It's a less gappy. It doesn't look quite as sophisticated, but it does have a very nice, streamlined kind of look to it. So it's good. I like this one. So yeah. So now what I'm going to do is get her transformed into her robot mode. Now to transform Windblade into her robot mode, let's first pull these arms out. Then we're going to want to pull the head up and just flip that down. Then the legs. Once you pull this part out, you can then pull the legs out. Turn her at the waist. Pull that apart and then flip the feet up. Flip this foot up as well. And there you have Windblade in her robot mode. And I have to admit, I really do like her vehicle mode. There is one thing that I forgot to do, and that is to fold this part up in the back here. But yeah, I do like her vehicle mode. I do like her robot mode. I mean, she looks good. She stands very well. She still has her heels, but they don't cause a problem with how she stands, which is just great. I mean, I actually like this figure better than the 330 line, to tell you the truth. I feel like they've actually made. She just looks good. She can hold her sword in this mode, and she of course can hold it with the cover still on it, like this. It's probably a bit heavy. Yeah, figured it would be. All that weight on one side, but if you stand her, which she stands really easily, she stands really well. She can hold it with the cover. You can also, so yeah, she can hold the sword in her hand by itself. Also, you can put the sword here on the side, so that she's kind of holding it. So she's got the cover here. She's holding it. Or you can even use this one like a gun. She's got that handle, and where it's placed, it's sort of let's see if I can put it in her hand. There it goes. Sort of looks like a gun, actually. And the way she can hold it. So you can do that as well. There is another part here in the back. Her little headdress here comes off. It's a fan. And she can also hold this in her hand as well. And seems that usually this part holds better in her left hand for some reason. So you can put it in her hand. She can hold it like this. I guess it can be like a throwing star of some sort. But yeah, and just adds to the playability, gives her another accessory. So let's just go over the articulation real quick. Her head does turn fully around, can go up and down. The wings can move backwards and forwards, so you can position them different ways. Of course, the fans can also be turned different ways depending upon what you like, how you want it to look. The shoulders can go up and down like this. Her arms can move forward and back. She turns here at the upper arm. Her elbows do bend up and down. She can turn at the waist. Her legs can move in and out. They can move forward and back. She turns at the upper hip. She can bend her knees. And there you go. That's pretty much the articulation you're going to get from her. And like I said, I think that she looks awesome. I'm going to put her headpiece back in. Slots in there perfectly fine. And then let's do a quick comparison between her and her Thrilling 30 Windblade. So here she is next to Thrilling 30 Windblade. And you can see they look pretty good together. Definitely two entirely different modes. But still the figure actually does look a little similar. In the end, I'd say that I honestly like the look of the RID Windblade just a little bit better, but I do like the color scheme of the Thrilling 30 and all the paint apps that they use. I feel like they did use a lot more paint apps and a little bit more detail than they did on this one, but I do like the sleek design and of the RID figure. So I mean, they both look great. They're about the same height actually, and very cool figures. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transform Windblade back into her robot mode. So we're going to take this Windblade out of the way. And just while I'm looking at them, I just want to show you the difference between the Thrilling 30 sword and this sword. They basically are the same sword. It's just that they color the Thrilling 30 sword with some translucent plastic, and the blade part also had some color to it. So they made it a little bit more color, whereas this one is just solid black. So now to transform Windblade back into her vehicle mode, we're first going to take this back part of the plane and flip it up over the head. And then we'll take the feet, fold them back like so, and then collapse them in on themselves. And then we're going to spin her twist her at the waist. And then we'll just connect these two parts in the back. And this part will flip down and kind of slot in there. Again, so when you transform, you want to make sure that this blue part here flips over onto these little connecting pieces here. And so you just want to make sure that they're fully over that area. And that should get them lined up enough for you to just push the arms in so that the arms stay straight. And there you have Windblade back in her airplane mode. And like I said, she looks great. I like the jet mode. The only thing that I don't like is the arm sitting out here, but other than that, it does look great. Nice and sleek, and a very good figure. So that is the end of this review. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and share. I will be doing some other reviews in the near future, so stay tuned. And until next time, you have a great day, and I'll catch you later.